And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this Saturday morning events. We just completed our new distributor training for Saturday morning, and we now have the first Saturday of the period team-wide meeting. And welcome to all of you. I'm excited to share a lot of information with you. We're going to go through this pretty briskly. And folks, I want to point out something here real quick. That we entitled this meeting the first Saturday of the period team-wide meeting. And I know a lot of you are not necessarily part of the organization that I'm responsible for. Everybody is welcome to these. One of the things I learned a long time ago, every single thing that I provide to the Zija community is for the entire Zija community. And so I'm excited to have you as part of this particular information session. Everybody is welcome. I want to point out that every single field leader in Zija International has their unique ways of presenting our opportunity of supporting their team. Many of the field leaders have these kinds of vehicles. You know, I have a YouTube channel that I put a lot of all of the broadcasts that I do and videos are on that. That's www.youtube.com/Fred Holmes Zija, Fred Holmes Zija. Pat Anderson does the same thing. Reed Nelson, a lot of people have this, and I encourage you to be actively involved with your upline, diamond leadership. David Moses, I guess, would be considered the upline diamond leader for everybody. Everybody is providing a lot of resources. I don't want to conflict with anything your own field leadership is doing. You take from this what is of value to you, and we're excited to have all of you be part of this. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through the announcements from the Diamond Club. Some of you are aware there's Zija corporate team and the Diamond Club interface with each other, with the concept being that the Diamond Club, and that's, I'm guessing, probably about 35 or 40 of the top distributorships within the company are represented in the Diamond Club. And once a period, on the first Saturday of the period, the corporate team meets with us and goes over a lot of information. So they do this a couple times throughout the period, but the first Saturday of the period is the primary time that we get together. And we had a jam-packed session this morning. I'm going to go through that, and forgive me, I'm going to have to read my notes because I haven't had time to compile, the cheat sheet, if you will, but I'm going to go through that information. I'm going to talk a little bit about the focus for this period, because in Zija land, and you'll find this theme through any leader that's been involved at a high level in the profession of network marketing. We have to segment the times of the year just to make it a little bit easier to focus on. It's very difficult for the average person to focus on 3 to 5 years. And that's unfortunate, because, quite frankly, if you find the right company, if you find a Zija International, especially at this point in the development of the Zija company, 3 to 5 years can literally put you in a place where you can own your life. What does own your life mean? Well, it means something different to everybody, but I think for most people, it involves having a lifestyle that you enjoy, being able to have, some of the nicer things, being able to do some of the nicer things with your family and your loved ones. It involves, owning your life involves a certain level of financial security, or maybe financial independence. For others, go beyond that, from first level financial security, knowing that you've got enough money. Financial independence, knowing that you have enough money outside of a work, a job, if you will, or the government, or what have you. The next level of development is financial abundance, to where you're able to be in an environment where not only are your needs taken care of, you are the person that can help others. And your owning your life can be include, time freedom, flexibility of schedule, do the things that are important to do. 3 to 5 years can put you into that, especially if you happen to find a company like Zege International, and in particular at this point in time. And so I want to talk a little bit about these specific, and there's a lot of announcements I'm going to go through, so I'm dancing a little bit right now because I want you to get your journal out, your note paper, whatever, so you can write this stuff down. And then talk just a little bit about a focus, if you will, on the next 4 weeks, because it's hard to think in terms of 3 to 5 years. It's important to break those 3 to 5 years down into segments that are more workable. And so, the first step is to talk about a year window, and then breaking that year down into quarters, 90-day segments, and then breaking those 90-day segments down into thirds, 1 month at a time, and then breaking the 1 month down into a week at a time, and then eventually into something that's critical to your success, a day at a time, a daily method of operation. And we've talked about these different topics on some of the previous new distributor trainings, and I encourage you to go back in the archives and review some of those trainings. Now, from the Diamond Club, let's see here. Unfortunately, you guys have no idea how fast I was writing stuff down. I mean, my handwriting could be a little bit better. So we've got the brand new catalog, the Zege product catalog. And if you're looking for a formula for new distributors, think about these components. Our brand new product catalog, the little white box, the 4-day samplers, the basic 30 pack, the white box. These, between the catalogs, the samples, and the 30-day, the 30-day package, these are great ways to introduce people to our products. For those of you that are premium members, premium membership means that you're enrolled in the annual program. And forgive me, I don't know the pricing. It's like $159 or $129. Maybe somebody can put in the chat box what the cost of the premium membership is. But the premium membership brings you a lot of benefits. Some of you may have enrolled with that when you started your Zege business. We do this once a year. I'm looking for help here. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that, Kate. $149. Okay, when you sign up, you can pay an additional $149 for an annual premium membership. Now, that annual premium membership, and thank you, Mary. If you do it when you on your initial order as a brand new distributor, they reduce it. It's $129. And now you're starting to figure out, I'm not the guy that knows everything. I'm really not. I'm the guy that knows the people who know everything, right? Thank you, ladies. I appreciate your help. When you sign up for that for 1 year, one of the biggest advantages you get free shipping on all your personal orders. Now, if you think about that, my standard month, Zege Rewards purchase, monthly reoccurring order is, pardon me, is, a case of Super Mix and a case of XM Plus. Shipping to California, I think, is like 13 bucks, $12.95 or something like that. So over the next 13 periods of the year, just the free shipping on my basic monthly orders more than pays for the premium membership. Now, in addition to that, you get accelerated positioning for your Zege Rewards points, where you get additional free product just for staying on your reoccurring order. There's other benefits that come from that. One of them is every person that's on the premium subscription for shipping received one of the brand new catalogs, and I got it right here. I was gonna say, gave it to mom to read, but I got it back. You got this catalog. This thing is, I mean, this is like too cool for school. It's a great presentation tool. Oh, look at that. Came to Fred Holmes, and there's my street address for those of you that wonder where I live. It wasn't marked out. Um, you already got that catalog. Okay, one of the advantages of being a premium member is you got first entry on a lot of things. Okay, you're getting benefits for being part of that enrollment process. Now, we have some updates from the New Year, New You events. That was kind of the pre-launch of our new CBD product, the transdermal patch. So far to date, and there's still others that are going to be coming up, over $300,000 in Zija product purchases have taken place at those events. And during the pre-launch event, there was 650 sample packages, sample patches of the CBD product were shipped. Three. Okay, now, as of today, those of you that are on a premium membership, you enrolled when you started or have upgraded since, that you have received an email giving you an opportunity to be first to order the CBD patch patches. The CBD transdermal patches are brand new product. This is incredibly significant, folks, to be able to have before March the ability to have these. Now, when you get that code, those of you that are premium members, when you get that code, that will enable you to order up to 3 months worth of the brand new product, the CBD patches. You can have up to 3 months worth. It is a $99 per month for 30 patches. You know, $99, 30 patches, 75 PV. So basically, just like any of the core Moringa products, your Super Mix, your XM Plus, the protein, whatever. Okay, just like a core nutritional product. Now you can order up to 3 if you're a Prime, if you have the Prime membership. Something else. Those of you that maybe aren't on the Prime membership, premium membership, okay, for shipping, if you enroll in that, you will be able to take advantage of this. So if you never did enroll in that, first of all, you're wasting money. Okay, if you're using your Zija products, if you're on your regular Zija rewards purchase, you lose money every year by not having that subscription. Okay, I don't make any percentage off that subscription. There's no PV in it. I'm just telling you, I do it for one very simple reason. It's ROI. Okay, I'm getting back, 15-20% just in free shipping. I wish my properties had that kind of cash on cash return. So that's just simple, figure that one out, save money. Anybody want free money? Raise your hand. Anybody want free money? Get on the Zija premium subscription. Now, if you enroll in that now, you will then get one of those codes. So you can also do that, all right? Premium is $29 first order. Oh, look at that. Mary, thank you very much. You just told me that it looks here, if you start with your initial order is the Builder Plus system, it drops to $99. If it's the Builder Pro system, it's $79. $59? Dang, I should have gotten in on that. Well, I did my first order a million years ago. So it actually can drop to $59. Now that's a killer return. That's getting you back your money in 4 months. So don't forget the premium also includes 75 PV. Thank you, Kate. Everybody knows more about this stuff than me. Here's what I know. It saves you money. Saving money is like making money. Now, let me stay focused here. If you sign up for the premium rewards program, you will also be able to receive one of those codes for up to 3 of the 30-day packages of the CBD oil patch. This is going to be for 2 weeks, the first 2 cycles of this period. So the codes that you receive, some of you already received the notice of the codes in your email today. I haven't checked my email, so I don't know. Mine should be there. Now, those codes will be good till the 15th of February. All right. You want to, if you're not signed up, sign up. You'll get the codes. But this benefit for being the first to be able to order outside of the people that were at the New Year, New You events, to be able to take advantage of that, you must do that by the 15th of this month. It's only for the next 2 weeks. Pre-launch 2 cycles only. Upgrade to premium. If you were a part of the Club 500 or Club 1000 members, what that means is that in period 136 that just ended last night, if you were one of the people who had enough customer volume that you had 500 PV for the period or 1,000 PV for the period, Club 500, Club 1000, in addition to getting either $100 or $200 off of your Zija Rewards purchase, in addition to that, you qualified to be one of these people who will receive a code. Your codes will come out on Thursday. And so, and there's more benefits to being part of the Team 500, Team 1000 people that I'm going to mention to you here in just a minute. Yeah, I have talked way too much today. We have a new product introduction, and it's not really so much a new product introduction, but effective immediately. Oh, you're right, Mary. The Zija premium subscription comes today with the new packages. Comes included if you start with a builder premium system. And I'm thinking about a couple of people I know right now who already got that as part of included in their package. Free is even better. We have a brand new product. Okay. Now it's not a brand new product, but it's going to be brand new to the Zija community at large. Some of you are aware that it's probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago, something like that. Zija International acquired Zango, the company Zango. This is a company that has an incredible track record in the industry, over 15 years of developing its brand, very, very successful. To be able to continue its trajectory of growth, the owners of Zango made a strategic decision to become part of Zija International. Okay, and kudos to the owners of that company. They are actually close friends and business associates of Ken Brailsford. In their conversation, they recognized how important it was for the Zango community to have a platform like Zija to grow, to continue to grow into the next decade and beyond. And so Zango became part of Zija. And it was a tremendous, fit, if you will, both in terms of the culture of the Zango company, the quality of their products, the loyalty of their customer base. But up until today, the premier Zango product, the mangosteen juice, was not available to Zija International distributors, but only to the members of the Zango distributor base that then joined Zija. As of today, you can now order the mangosteen juice. I honestly know only enough about it to be dangerous, other than I know that mangosteen is an incredibly high oxidant product. It's a very, very good fit with the core nutritionals from Zija International. They created a tremendous brand with that product that's now available to all of us. You will find that product when you order in your product ordering section of your back office under the core Moringa, and you'll see a new tab that says targeted solutions. You'll find it there. You will also find it under the ripstick section, or if you just simply search for Zango or mangosteen. Let's see here. Dr. Scott Johnson will be issuing a video on that to give all of our Zija distributors up to speed on that new product. In attendance at the regionals will be Ken Brailsford. Ken is committed to being at both regionals. Dr. Scott Johnson will be at both regionals sharing information, as well as Dr. Joshua Plant. And if that isn't enough, I'm going to be at both regionals. Wow. So I will also be at both regionals, and really looking forward to being able to meet every single one of you. The specific agenda will be coming out here within the next 7 to 10 days, but they gave us a little bit of a preview. The event will be Saturday the 16th in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Plano, Texas, and the 23rd. I think the 23rd, somebody add 16 and 7 together. What do we got? Yeah, the 23rd in the Cincinnati area. The event will be from, let's see, 10 o'clock to 5:30. However, so the first session, the general session, will be from 10 a.m. to 12:30. Approximately. We'll take a lunch break. We'll come back from 2 to 5:30 for the second session on each of those Saturdays. However, there will be a private training session at 8:30 in the morning in both locations for 1 hour. 8:30 in the morning, and it will be a small group meeting with Dr. Joshua Plant, Dr. Scott Johnson, primarily focused on the information on our new product, to be part of that private training session, essentially one-on-one, unplugged with Josh, unplugged with Scott. To be part of that training session, it is limited to Diamond Club members. Now, some of you are going, yeah, well, that's great if you're a Diamond Club member. I'm not. Guess what? You can be part of that training session. They are opening it up to all members that qualified for the Team 500 and Team 1000 club in the period 137. Okay, so starting today, this is day 1 of period 137. Today and for the next 28 days, if you simply acquire, 3 or 4 or 5 customers and become part of the Club 500 group, or get a couple of more customers and be part of Club 1000, not only will you get $100 or $200 off of your Zija Rewards order, making my Zija Rewards order essentially free. I think I pay, I don't know, it's $12 in taxes or something like that is what my tab is, because I'm Club 1000. If you are part of Club 500 or Club 1000, this period, you will be invited to the private first thing in the morning training session with Josh Plant, Scott Johnson, and I can't tell you how important it will be to be part of that select group. More importantly, because it'll be a small group of people, and you'll be able to be up front and center with the scientists that can share the information, get your own individual questions answered, and so on. So be part of that event. Let's see. We have several hundred people already registered for each of these events. I believe that they are going to leave the number open. I don't believe they're going to shut it off, but we're, I'm telling you right now, they're not expecting that. They have not budgeted for thousands of people. These are smaller regional events. Get involved in the event. Do whatever you got to be there. I will be at both of those events, as well be, pretty much all the field leadership. So with that, that concludes the information. I'm pretty sure I caught everything. If one of the Diamond Club members is on here, that you know, maybe you let me know if I missed something. I think I got everything. Now, I want to talk about this period, and then we'll kind of put a wrap on it unless we have any questions, okay? One of the things that happens in our type of business is this concept of a compounding effect. And you know, the whole concept of how we build our business is a good example of this, okay? What do we do as a brand new distributor? What's the very first thing we need to do? Well, we need to get 2 active people, you know, customers or distributors, to become qualified, okay? Because it's a binary, and that's the first thing. We need to get 2. And because I'm focused on the leverage that comes from working with a distribution team to build a consumer base, I think about 2 distributors. Now, if you were to take 1 month and get 2 people, you've got 2 people on your second level. You've expanded the leverage you have. You can go get a few customers this month and teach a couple of distributors to get a couple of customers as well. You've increased your leverage. Now, second month, we take those first 2 people and we help them get their first 2. Okay, now we have 4 people on our second level in that second month. And then in the third month, let's go do that again. Let's take those 4 people and help them get their first 2. Okay, so we're still doing the same thing. We just have a little bit bigger group to do it in. Third month, we'll get 8 people on that third level. And let's do that 1 more month. Month 4, let's take those 8 people and help them get their first 2, and that'll get us 16 new people in that 4th month. Now, if you're looking at, you know, help 2 get to the first month, then you got 4 the second month, then you got 8 the third month, then you got 16 the 4th month. This is just simple, you know, duplication. If you look at that, the compounding effect becomes very obvious. You will literally do more business in the 4th month than the first 3 months combined. That's the compounding effect. Let's extrapolate this in terms of income, okay? My first year in ZJ, you know, well, I wasn't, you know, an overnight success story. It wasn't huge, but I made a full-time income working part-time from home. That first year, and again, it wasn't huge. It was, you know, truck driver income, but it was a full-time income. Who wouldn't want a full-time paycheck from a part-time home-based business? The second year, the compounding effect started to take place, and it was, you know, it was significantly greater than the first year. It went into 6 figures. Then the third year, because of this compounding effect, the third year 1099 was more than double the first 2 years combined. And then the 4th year exceeded the first 3 years combined. This is the multiplication factor, that geometric growth that takes place. Well, we're in that first part of this year. We've already gone through the first period of the calendar year of 2019. Because we work on 4-week months, if you will. This is the beginning of, there are 12 more periods, and we have literally 1 full period left before the regionals. And if you simply focus on the compounding effect that can take place over the next 4 to 6 weeks leading up to the regionals, it's very difficult to get somebody from Seattle to commit to being in Texas or Cincinnati a day before the event. So you need to be focusing on that now. So you may want to put this down in your notes. Here's my focus. Who do you know that lives in Ohio or Texas? Because Ohio or Texas could be driving distance from one of those events. Next, Who on your team knows somebody that lives in Ohio or Texas? Third, who do you know that knows somebody in Ohio or Texas? Okay. What an incredible opening line to prospect somebody. Hey, let me ask you a question. Who do you know lives in Ohio or Texas? Well, my sister lives in Ohio. Why do you ask? Because I'm building my business there. I'm expanding. I'm looking for sharp people who are serious about creating financial independence. I don't know if your sister would be interested in it, but she might know some of the people that are. Do you think you could connect us? Okay. You're likely to find somebody say, well, I don't know anybody in Ohio or Texas, but I'm interested in making a lot of money here in Seattle. Okay. You got to start the prospecting, but do it today. You've got the next 4 weeks of this period to focus on who do you know that knows somebody, and who do you know that who in your team knows somebody in those areas. Don't make the mistake of waiting 4 weeks to start talking about this. Right now, 6 weeks out of those events, 6 and 7 weeks out of those events is ample time for people to plan to be at the event, especially if you're utilizing the resources of your upline support team to sell the importance of being at those events. You got to get your best plane tickets over the next 3 weeks, okay? Hotels are still available. People will be, doubling up in hotel rooms to cut down on expenses. Now, for you individually, people will take one of two perspectives on this. When I tell each one of you, you need to be at that event, some people are going to be saying, I don't know how I can be at that event. I've got to deal with work. I've got to deal with who's going to take care of the kids. How am I going to get there? Da 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 da. Okay, that's one perspective. Some of you are going to hear me say you need to be at that event, one of those events. Okay, those two events will be the most important and significant events in the 2019 calendar of Zija. They're going to be historic events because it'll be the official formal launch of our brand new product. Our brand new product is literally, the CBD patch is literally going to drive this company to multiple $100 million in annual sales in a very short period of time. I've had a chance to be part of many historic events in Zija, but make no mistake about it. Everything that's happened up till now has simply been the, if you will, the prequel for the main event. People 10, 20, 30 years from now will be talking about the launch of Zija in 2019. They're not going to pay any attention to what's happened over the last 10, 12, 13 years the company's been around because it doesn't make any difference. The real launch of Zija is today. Now, some of you are going to take me at my word, and you're going to be that person that figures out the deal. Here's the deal, okay? How do you take care of all these issues of getting there? It's real simple. Make a decision to be there. Go to zijavents.com, click on the regionals, purchase your ticket to be there. That's step one, okay? Step two, get your transportation and your lodging in place. That's step two. Because once you've done that, then you can do all the other things, like figure out how the kid's going to be taken care of, put your boss on notice. You're going to have some time off. And I want you to think about this, folks. If it was important enough, you'd be there. Somehow, some way, you're able to attend the wedding of your child, okay? The celebration services of the passing of a relative. Somehow, some way, you're able to make it. So make this that level of priority. And I shared with all of you on an earlier, previous hour on the new distributor training. I had to make some significant sacrifices to make to my very first company event. I think this was 1986 or 85. And I genuinely don't believe I would be in network marketing today had I not made it to that first company event well over 30 years ago. And not only would I have missed out on, an incredible, last 30 years of life, huge amounts of income, but more importantly, think of all the people that would not be a part of this profession or this industry, would not have received the benefits of this type of business had I said, well, I can't afford to go. I can't get the time off work. I don't know how it's going to happen. Okay. Just make it happen. But the first step is commit to going. Once you make the commitment to going, buy your ticket. I don't know what they are, 39, 49 bucks, whatever it is. Once you buy your ticket, then put the next things together. Transportation and lodging. And then put the next things together. Childcare, time off from work, whatever it is. Just make it happen. Just do it. Here's the one thing I can tell you, and I will absolutely guarantee you, no matter what you have to go through to be at one of those events, I guarantee you at the end of that event, you will look me in the eye and say, thank you, Fred. You were absolutely correct. I needed to be here. I guarantee it. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day, folks. I've been going, was this the third webinar of the day or whatever? If you have a question, let's do this right now before I shut down. Any questions? I'm going to take a look here. I did see kudos to Ray and Lorene. I want to point out something they said. Let's see. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay. Lorene was kind of reiterifying the things that I was saying, invitation, presentation, information, validation. People make decisions based on emotions. People join you, not the business. But you said something else in there that I was looking at during the break, and I want to point this out. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Our belief in a person's ability to change or succeed affects their success. Okay? That's an incredibly significant statement. Okay? What you believe about another person is an incredibly powerful tool to support them. I know my older boy, when he was school age, he had a lot of challenges. I'm not going to say he didn't. He had a lot of challenges. All right. But I knew who he could be. And most everybody else didn't. And it was really interesting because all he ever heard from me was, you're such a great kid. You're so good looking. You're so good at sports. You're so smart. You're so friendly. You're so well mannered. Now, was he always well mannered? No. Okay. Did he have a lot of educational challenges? Absolutely. But because I was so positive in my belief of who he was, when he was with me, he didn't demonstrate even 10% of the challenges he presented to the rest of the world. Why? Because the rest of the world was telling him he was stupid, he couldn't learn, he was out of control, he was never going to be able to accomplish anything. And he lived up to their let me change that. He lived down to their expectations, but he lived up to my expectations. Okay, and I was right. So I appreciate what you, Ray and Lorene, what you said there. Thank you very much for sharing that. What else we got here? The catalogs are sweet. Thank you, Sharita. I agree. Actually free, always valuable. Thank you, Sharita. Anthony, appreciate you, buddy. And let's see here. I think we got it, folks. Okay, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and let you go for the rest of your day. I will have both this morning's training and the team meeting posted on the YouTube channel here shortly. And let's go get it. Every single one of your team members, help them get to Team 500, help them get to Team 1000, be part of the private training session at the regionals with the doctors. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. See you, folks. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.